MJP.
I want
MJP.
I want my
MJP.
I want my
MJP.
Call your cable company and say I want my
MJP.
Mikey had made a video about how to get some of the ROMs that were more difficult to running. You want to talk a little bit about that video, Mikey?
Yeah, well, we're not gonna say where to go to get started on this process. There may or may not be an archive somewhere on the interwebs that it could be a useful resource, but that's all I'm gonna say there. But some of the files they're missing certain, like Capcom. I'm gonna show a video. It requires a Q sound files for all of those games to run effectively and properly on MAME, and so you have to know where to find that file. And this is just a basic tutorial. So everybody that gets the MIA board, which I highly suggest anybody with a Gen 1 legacy cab. This is a must buy, like, in all honesty.
Yeah, it's definitely a must buy. If you have an original iiRcade, like, this makes your machine so much better.
It's a complete game changer.
It's a game changer.
And so so this is just a little 5-minute video, kind of technical and whatnot, but it can help people solve the questions and everything, because once you get it going, the program that they designed to get the games on the machine is so user friendly.
It is very user friendly,
and so so the hardest part is actually getting the games to work in MAME, and so that's what this is all about here.
Okay, so this is a real short little 5-minute video, so let's check it out.
So let me start by saying that this is for educational purposes only. I'm not going to show you where to find ROMs or how to acquire ROMs or anything like that. I'm just strictly going to show you how to get ROMs working that maybe you've encountered that they're missing some files. And the first thing I highly recommend is going to the iiRcade database website. From here, you just put it in there what game you're looking for. Like, for today's example, we'll do Super Street Fighter 2. And the reason why I'm doing this game is because I have multiple legal copies of this game. I have it on my Nintendo Switch. I have, I think, 2 copies on my Nintendo Switch, as well as an arcade 1-up cab. So, I am completely within my rights to make a copy of this game. So, search in there, and I already have a tab open, so we're going to switch to this one. And here it is, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And you want to make sure you have the parent ROM, and it'll tell you right here, parent. You don't want the clone, you want the parent. But as you can see, this is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And then all you do is you go down, see there's all these different bits of information on each particular game. And you see here's the MAME ROM sets. You can see what ROMs have been released for it. We come down here to files and show MAME required files. Okay, now you have, here is the actual ROM itself, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.zip. You can Google this in order to try to find it yourself, but this right here is the file that you need in order to run this game. Is qsound_hle.zip, and if you Google this, you can probably acquire this particular file, and because the ROM will not be able to run without this file. Just a little word of advice: most of your Capcom games, the ones from the mid-90s and on, require this QSound file. It is what it is. But I'm just, depending on which game it is, it might require different files, I'm not talking Capcom, but all game manufacturers around. So that's why this is a good resource to help you locate, figure out which files exactly that you need. Now here is my desktop, and here we have the actual ROM, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and here is the Q sound file that you need. And all you have to do is simply open them up, whatever, WinRAR or ZZip, whatever zip program you use. And here's all the files that are in Super Street Fighter 2. And then take this Q sound one, open that up, and this right here, this is the file that you are missing in order to run this ROM. And so all you do is simply select it, drag and drop, play, and then it'll tell you this, depending on which zip program you use. And boom, there it is. There is this file right there. And then close everything out. And now you can take, here's my MAME 221, and you just drop this file into your MAME 221 ROMs folder. And boot it up, and let's see how she runs. And here's Super Street Fighter 2. And there the game is running. And that's all you really need.
And there you go.
And once you get it running on MAME 221, all kidding aside, I'm saying we're looking at about a 96-97% success rate on iiRcade.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.